Survivors, all the signs are still pointing towards an October release. Explorer notes being rebalanced. A new ARK lookalike on Steam, and ARK Mobile disappeared. Hello Survivors, I'm GP bringing you the latest ARK news. Now, I've been a little quiet on the videos recently because, well, you know, the community crunch was the worst last week, containing nothing in terms of news. But I'm really hoping that will be changing going forwards because we only have 3 community crunches left in October. And with ARK Survival Ascended being released this month, then surely there should be something in the next couple of crunches, right? Well, Dolly, ARK's product manager, has put out a nice reminder today saying they are heads down and super focused on the last stretch of ASA development, and that you will be able to view the trailer before you buy the game. So yes, another reminder that they are still on track. Quite often when it comes to last minute delay announcements, the team aren't usually this vocal about their progress if they know it isn't on track. So putting anything unexpected aside, I'd say this is a very positive sign. It still doesn't, however, indicate whether the trailer will be dropping the day of the game release or slightly earlier. Dolly was also asked about a future roadmap in regards to releases of all the other maps, more so for the community maps. This is a pretty big topic because there are some community maps, such as Fjordor, that are much more popular, and right now, based on the community creature votes, it's looking like some of those maps are going to be towards the very end, which means late 2024. And that is a very long time to wait to get back onto your favourite maps. However, Dolly has said that specific information relating to dates for maps won't be coming yet because they could set themselves up for complaints about their ETAs, which you'll notice over the years now they've stopped providing these a long time ago. So at the moment, all we really know is Scorched Earth is expected in December, and Ragnarok and Aberration in Q1 2024, followed by the Center and Extinction respectively. Explorer notes. Yes, you might have seen people talking about this recently, about them being removed, or about them being rebalanced, or having their XP rewards taken away. If you haven't heard about this yet, don't panic, they are not being removed. All of this chatter, I believe, came about after, I think, Dolly made mention of it in the Discord voice chat, and then of course context was lost and rumours spread. Dolly very recently responded to a question about Explorer Notes because she herself had seen a lot of people asking questions about them being removed. So she said that they have discussed the Explorer Note XP and balancing internally, and that they are aware of the player feedback in relation to this. Although I don't believe the players know the exact plans for rebalancing, so it's just general feedback. And of course, she said we won't be finding out before ASA releases what those changes are. We'll have to find out for ourselves. However, it is believed that some of the Explorer notes are going to be moved around the map, at least on the island. This will of course mean anyone planning on jumping straight into an XP note run on the island might not be able to do it as quick as they think due to the need for finding some of the new locations. Plus the fact that you won't be able to increase your speed during the note run to run faster. At this stage, it is unclear whether the rebalancing will heavily impact note runs or even make them less viable. But I'm sure this will prompt many new Explorer note location guides on YouTube. And so other game related stuff, ARK Mobile and the ARK lookalike Athos. Firstly, very briefly, for any mobile players out there, you may have noticed that ARK disappeared from the Google Playstore in the last day. This caused a lot of questions on the mobile Discord and many wondering, is it a sign an announcement is due about the big revamp? Well, it wasn't a sign for anything. Grove Street confirmed that the game was temporarily removed from the Play Store to remove some old code to meet Google standards, and that it will be returning very soon. So I'm afraid there's still no further news about the big revamp coming in 2024, but as soon as I get wind of the news, I will let you know. Athos. You might have seen my tweet about this yesterday. In fact, the tweet went viral in terms of my usual exposure on Twitter with nearly 90,000 impressions. Athos is a new early access game that has just released on Steam with some very familiar looking features to a little game we know called ARK. Besides the poorly made AI generated logo and the chunky dinosaurs, there are quite a few similarities and even exact copies of ARK. So just to show you a few bits here, these are the screenshots and video that was posted on Steam. But if you get into the game and look a bit closer, you can see some exact copies of stuff. For example, Tia Aurora shared this on Twitter that shows the spoiled meat from ARK that reads, "Ew, do not eat, this must have a use, right?" And the spoiled meat in Athos that has the exact same description. And I believe there's quite a few things like this. I haven't played the game myself, but Tia Aurora did, and she's posted a video talking about it and its likeness to ARK. So if you want to check that out for yourself, I'll drop the link in the description. Now, will Wildcard or Snail take any action against this? Is there actually anything to take action against? Well, we have no idea right now, and of course, Wildcard would need to look into it further to see if there has been any wrongdoings. As I for one can't say whether there has or not, and I have no idea if ARK's source code has been used. Just to make it clear here, I am not saying they have done anything wrong or illegal. However, Snail and Wildcard have just settled a 2-year legal battle with Myth of Empires after they were accused of stealing ARK's source code. The settlement for the legal battle wasn't disclosed, however, Snail Games appears to have become the new publisher for Myth of Empires, which is due to be re-released on Steam and on consoles early 2024. Make of that what you will. So back to ARK. Hopefully this week's community crunch will be much better than last week's. As I said, there's only 3 community crunches left in October. I suspect we may get to see the Dreadnought as concept art in this one, but the big question is, will we see anything more juicy regarding ARK Ascended or even a release date? Not long to find out. That's all, survivors. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the latest ARK news.